Hey, morning walk, Stroud Water Canal. I just got on by the Persia garage here, just building Audi. It's the lock at the bridge. Walk along, see what birds are about this morning, if any. Have a look. About try to fish the birds out, so to speak. About this morning. Nothing about yet. It's early now, the nights are drawing in. Sorry, the mornings are shorter, darker mornings. Obviously the birds don't wear watches, so they get up later. In the summertime you can walk along here at 5 o'clock and it's flourishing. The birds are everywhere. But not at the moment. Bit of fishing, sometimes I'll come along here, tuck some bread in. The birds, the fish are about. Let's have a look, see what's about. If there's any. Probably not so much. Hey. Nothing about. Nothing about. There's some more ends on the concrete weir. Having a look. See, sometimes obviously when there's rainstorm, you can't see that concrete. It's just full of both sides of the river and the concrete. It's just level with the canal. All the fish. You can't see the ripples in the water, the fish are about now. Now have gone. Typical. Good morning. Trying to get his bread, bless him. Not a very good piece really. You tend to put it down while they peck it, and it ends up going straight over the side. So I'll send them a couple more bits, bless them. Then they make the same mistake a couple of times. So, there's one just popped off. Nothing. Well, sometimes it's near the edge. The crows grab it off the concrete. So, cook's got to be clever, smarter than that. Sit and eat it in the water. Surprisingly, not so keen on that really. They like to grab it and take it away and stand there and eat it. Hey? Don't know what I can, mate. Look at yourself. One little bit for luck. if you can at least get a mouthful before that goes over the edge. Bless him. Backing away. See, the bloody crow's got some. Bloody crows, hey. Look at the moorhen, he'll stand up to him, but that's about it really. Nah, he's had his fill. I've seen the crows now, before now. They come swooping, dive, and grab the bed off the water like the seagulls. They just swoop and gulp it up as they fly by. Unbelievable. Seen that a few times before now. They go off and go to their little roost. Yeah, they wait over there. There's one who's up there waiting. You know about, this is another lot. This is behind Marlin's School in Stroud, the bottom of the rugby field of the grammar school. It's a football and rugby field, so right up behind the trees. I always drop a bit here as well. I don't know if you can pause and read any of this. Locks, lake and lawn. Over there, in the trees, there's a big rowing lake from years ago. There's a seagull. There was a rowing lake in there. We'll have a walk around there one day. I always put a bit here. It's like my bird table. Break little crumbs for the robins and little yellow. I don't know, it was like a, I forgot what they're called now. I very rarely see the black cat, but little yellow bird, I forget what they're called. Put a little bit here so they can pick through that, can't they? There's a crow. I need to throw a couple of lumps over for the bugger crows. They always swoop down and get the big lumps, of course. Couple of different spots. Let me find them. Yeah. There's more hens. Can't see it, but a couple of more hens running along the concrete there. Hey. Hey, they're all ready to come out. Oh, there's a fuse there. Oi! Grab the bit each. Sorry for the jerk when I throw. The old winders. Let the water pressure off and then open the doors. Very close. Give them a bit more. Bloody loads of them. I don't mind the crows, they're no damage. Woman with the pink hair, bless her, never ever speaks. Whatever, pitch about 5 o'clock in the morning, walks on by, whining and nothing. So it don't bother them. Oh, bless her. She works in the local B&Q. She's the cleaner, just as well, because she don't talk. There's another little spot I use. Put the bread up on the roof. Here's the timbers. If they ever do any work on the locks, they freely open and close the lock doors, but they dam up the water and let it run out the weir behind the concrete. Like I said, they dam up the water before the lock, and then they can work on the locks and the woodwork, and they're just stationed at each lock. Put a bit of bread on there, look. I've got Benton's magpies. They all like to get on there. You've got a mixture of insects and fir leaves. There used to be big trees here. They whacked them all down. There's a big tree line here. Now it's building site. Maybe I'll post some photos that I got from years ago. Anyway, let's trundle on. A little bit more bread up there. Going to chuck a bit underneath as well. Just under there. Oh, little fish jumping. Couple more ends there. Another spot I like to use. Just in that corner there. Just in there, look. There's always one runs there and grabs it out there. Up the corner there. Okay. Waiter's service. Straight to the beak. Never seen one catch it yet. I've seen a duck and a swan catch the bread before now, but never a moorhen. There's a spot just in that, I say gap. There's a little bit in there. I just tend to get a bit of a magpie. He's local. I think he's up there somewhere. Always tends to get in there. Sometimes he gets on the roof as starter, and then he comes back here for his main course. But he's not allowed today. No, there's more down there. You can tell by the waves. There's some down there. No, tripped me. Sometimes you get under your feet.
Morning. It's all very ethereal this morning, isn't it?
It is, yes. There he is. There he is. And there's that magpie. All magpies come. He's just up there, look. You see him fluttering in the trees. He said, right, that's mine. Hands off. God knows where they find it. Here he comes. That's his little spot. He knows. Anyway, we'll get there. I think I saw another one, so perhaps I'm in a bit of a tussle first. No, he ain't come down yet, he's there. Anyway, trundle on. See what else is in. Yeah, I'm going to start this YouTubing, I think. See how I get on, because I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. I took my Teach English in a foreign country qualification to take with me on the travels, and about 2 months after I started it, we had bloody Corona disappeared from nowhere, and put paid for that in the beginning of 2020, and of course I haven't been able to go anywhere since, so I got me qualifications to work abroad during my travels, doing a bit of YouTube, and nothing. No countries are open, but they're just starting to trickle open bit by bit. There's a few countries that I can go to without quarantine. So I was double jabbed quite early on in the year as well, luckily. And so I thought I'd practice my YouTube on taking a nice long walk along the canal. Show you my day by day life each morning. Oh, there we go. Rowing away his legs. What do they say? I'm calm, but like a duck treading water. Legs going like hell, but at the same time look peaceful and calm. Still, people are like that sometimes. Don't know what's going on inside. Casually meandering about, but their head's going crazy. So there's anything else just here. Normally they get under this bank, roost, and then they come out. But yeah, I like to see them far side and catch them in the reeds sometimes. Like I said, it's still a little bit early. Anyway, we keep walking along. I tend a little spot here as well. I tend to scatter a couple of handfuls. You get the old bird come down and from that tree, and yeah, you get the old bird that comes down from that tree and takes it away. So I just spread it about. Boom, boom, boom. Anything, no fish or nothing. It is quite morning. Hey, another young man. These kids nowadays so bloody tall, aren't they? Too many pizzas, I think. Too much sugar. I know the horses years ago, if you want to make a horse grow fast and big, quick, there's a 2-year-old to race on the race course. You just feed them lots of oats and energy, lots of fish oil, and they tend to spring up. But maybe that's what the kids feed the kids quick and get them out of the house when they're 16, fending for themselves. Yeah, very quiet. Not the best day to film. Normally I'd probably at least twice as many birds are about. And in that field there, you get the buzzers pecking away at the worms, but not today. So, perhaps we come down another day. Morning! One day I saw him. He fell in the canal. He's a very old man. Works at the builder's merchants, I think. Sweeper upper. And there's another little spot. People used to walk up across that field, but I don't know. I think Marlo's got plans to start using it again because it's part of the grammar school rugby field. I remember I played on there about 30 years ago at my school. But yeah, no good for planning, it gets so flooded. So nobody ain't going to build on it, they might as well play rugby on it. Right, where's the moorhens? They're still asleep. We're over there, I've got him already. No, he's coming. Hey. Oh, right on his head. Sorry. Too good a shot sometimes. So, yeah, quite often they're in the trees roosting, and you chuck it down and they jump out the top of the little elder tree, elderflower. No, not today. Anyway, like I said, we come down here another day. Hopefully a bright day, sunny day. But time of year we don't get many, do we? There's another little spot here. I saw some ripples here. Just there, I think there's one. Yeah, there he is. I don't know if you see that one behind the stingers. Yeah, he's coming. Coming back to hold me. Maybe there's another one down there. Yeah, there was two. Hey, bless them. You go on the other side. I don't know, sometimes you get the odd one over there. No, not so many there. Deer tend to pop in there and jump in there and swim across from that side. And I don't know if they come in and swim across or just come in there and have a swim, have a wash, circle about a bit and then pop back out. But a few times, many a time I've seen them. Well, I say many a time, probably 5 or 6 times. They drop in there and cross over or a bit of a swim about. Maybe that keeps the mornings away. I think that's their little spot there, they get in there. Anyway, this is another spot. I tend to put a load of bread in there for the pigeons and the magpies. And a lot of smaller birds come just here as well. It's quite intriguing to see all the different. But it's quite weird today. Not much about it at all. Anyway, I won't replicate this video. Do something similar when we got more action, so I say. Shame it's left it a bit late in the year, really. Still, we'll get there next summer. See what happens. Let's have a look. I used to come along here with my dog, so it wasn't such a bad thing like he whistled. But now I'm dogless. Sometimes it's embarrassing whistling. When you ain't got no dog, people I think, what the hell is he doing? Dr. Doolittle. Yeah. So the little birds there probably hear me up there. Off Chestnut Tree. Running away, backing away out. Hey. What about that CGC yet? Just down there to the left, the old mill pond. I'll have a wander down there tomorrow. Perhaps make another short video. See the swans. Yeah, just whack a little bit here. A lot of the small birds like to eat under cover. Just hey. Like I said, sorry if it's a bit jerky when I throw. Mind you, it's probably all jerky. Jerky video. So, like I said, anyway, it's nice sometimes to see the still water. Lovely peaceful. Well, again, there's normally a couple that pop out of them leaves just there. And this is a good nesting spot as well. The swans used to nest here and almost live in that bloke's house sometimes because he used to let them in. But yeah, that was a couple of years ago. I ain't seen a swan on this stretch of the canal nesting comfortably for a while now, but I think maybe because there's swans in over there, there's a mill pond, I think they sort of take charge of this water as well. It's weird, but because I've seen nesting pairs be a lot nearer to one another, so maybe it's because nest this side, people come down and pinch the eggs, don't they? So Typical. Bring the camera out and the birds don't show. There used to be one here. He used to come right up to me. Moorhen. He used to go right up to the bank. Literally hand him the bread. I think his life passed. That was 3 or 4 years ago. Anyway, not very long. I remember when the houses weren't bloody there. It was just rough ground like what you see there, but somebody decided that was a nice spot to build on, so build they did. Sometimes I walk along there just dropping crumbs. It's down the bottom of the bread bag, you always get some fried crumbs and that. Just chuck them down. If you do it, sometimes there's some cats, so you've got to watch where you're dropping it. Couple of joggers about this one. Lighting up really until 6, but the birds are still in bed. Bless them. More people. Let them go. Let's switch off. There's one there. Look. There you go, mate. Where is it? He's hiding in the reeds. No, sorry. He'll come out in a minute. There he comes. I wonder if I missed one. I don't think I did. No, there's definitely a couple there, but who knows where they are. Bless them. It's a nice bit along here, I like this bit. It's a bit narrow, there's a lot of reeds need cleaning, but still it's nice. Nice little bit. Might be one in there. No, maybe not. It's tricky because the leaves drop off the trees. And you think, oh, there's one with the waves, but it's just the leaves. Hey. Sorry, what's that down there? Hey, how you doing?
Baby muntjac here on the right.
Oh, there is. Oh, well done. Hey. Muntjac there. Muntjac there. Sometimes they pop about in that little bit there. It's quite quiet for them to have a sleep. And then sometimes they get in there, scrabble over this bloody horrible fence. That's a nature reserve bit anyway. Look. They sort of pretend it's a natural habitat, but I think in there there's a one of them caterpillar diggers, a training centre for like a excavator. They do excavation training in there. So the monkjack deer's eluded me. Not either side, I can't see him. Look, there's the excavators. Yeah, they do what they do. They spend all day digging a hole and then filling them in again. And then the other side of that's the lake. Still, keep on looking, see what we got. Birdless. Fish are very entertaining. It's a little stretch for the pike because there's a lot of babbies just here. I actually saw a bloke stood on the bridge there. Not yesterday, it might have been Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. He had a spinner. So I reckon he was casting up here. And then reading back, I think it's the little spot where all the babbies tend to live. Hence the pike. But you generally only get jack pike in here anyway. But obviously when there's jack pike there's monsters. So yeah, maybe had some fun. Still bloody foggy. I suppose that keeps the birds at bay as well. They don't want to wake up and get out of bed, do they? Lazy buggers. A bit like me. People. Not many people, they don't like to chat, do they? Hey. There's a fisherman. Maybe there any babbies in there. No babbies. He's struggling. He's gonna go in a minute. He's pissed. Too much beer last night. Not good on the school night. Mind you, it's Friday today. Friday half day and get back to the pub. Traffic. Usual cars. I used to get quite regular there. Sometimes I used to stand on this bridge, especially on a Sunday, with the whistle. They used to come to me about 8, half out on a Sunday. Not today. I don't know why I whistle for the sake of it. Still, you know when they're there. And again, the old one in there maybe. Oh. No, everyone's sleeping. Maybe they see the camera and they don't want to be on film. There's a sprinkling down this wall here. No pigeons or nothing. Why is the pigeons coming down? I'll maybe scrap this video. There's nothing. Look, pause your video, enlarge it. I don't know if you can see that. That's the old mill. This whole lot is all old mills, cloth mills. Like a lot of them, they probably fire damage so they can develop. Somebody caused the problem and apply for building. Permission is not granted. Then all of a sudden, mysteriously, there's a fire. And so from that, they say, well, let's build a house. I've seen that many. Well, I say many times, probably 4 or 5 times in Stroud area. This happened. Listed buildings caught fire. Then they tend to rebuild. Make it look old-fashioned, but instead of being a working industrial workplace, they turn it into houses and create accommodation. Sometimes they fly from down the river. River Froome enters the canal. Nothing much great. Maybe I'll load this video as just a canal walk. Look at these fish. See them waves there, I can tell that's duck waves. You can tell the different wave patterns. Anyway, no more ends. Normally the more ends that I get on with, just here. Bless them. It was normally there. A few years ago they were nestful, and there was herds of them, shall we say, flocks of moorhens, but now I don't know why they've gone from this stretch. Maybe we've had bad water, who knows. Used to be a couple little swing there, I call it. I always put in there. And then if they come down out the trees and think, oh, breakfast. And still. No. Oh, where's the dog gone? He ran off. Definitely got ways. He must have gone up into the reeds. Yeah, he's gone to bed again. Lazy bugger. See here, up until about a week ago, all this was flowers, all this bank. Somebody come along on this trimmer, chopped it all down. Here, beautiful flowers. I'll block in a photo and show you what it was like. It was amazing. All wild flowers, hollyhocks, anemones, etc. Now, nothing. We've got here. And it turns out, see that up there, that development. I love a place there. That's flats. I think you've got to be 50, 55. But I ain't quite there yet. Years ago there used to be a petrol station. And this big monster here. That's home base. And that, years ago, this little triangle here, years ago there used to be a coal, like a coal merchants. The canals used to drop the coal off there. And this whole little island used to be coal merchants. So that's definitely more hen ways. Slightly narrower. Definitely. Where's he gone? See if I can do a long throw. No. There's two there, but no, can't quite encourage them. It's surprising. Maybe because I don't go along here every single day. I probably do about 3 times a week now. I used to come along here every day. Used to get more about it. A couple just down here, that. You can take the bread. Probably not used to me like these. Huh. Strange. Some plastic like this. I tend to put a bit here as well, but you get there the robins and the bloody crows. I can hear them that. I'll come this way, mate. Anyway, he's there. I can hear them. I think maybe they're just camera shy. It's weird. I know. There we get I got some photos on put in the clips. Show you what we got. Oh, got one. Just there we have one. Definitely camera shy. Hey. No. Hey, what a day. What a day. Still, let's switch off now, I think. Nothing. Oh, sometimes you get the deer running across there. But not today again. Hey. Oh, camera shy. Tend to jump a bit just there. Some restoration work going on in the lock. See what I mean? See that? It's got brown covers on it. That's like the big bits of wood. They block down the lock when they're doing the work. I don't know what they're doing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Canal, Stroud water. Yeah, it's Thames-Severn Canal. Goes right the way across the country. From Gloucester all the way to near Swindon. Place called Lechlade, where it tends to, main part Lechlade, where it tends to pick up. There's more of that wood again. Nice, quite new gates, them ones. Where a bit of overflow passes through. Yeah, you can cross over here if you want. I'm not that brave though. Oh look, dredging it. Bloody mess has got in there. Build up of just shit, innit? See them plants to push the brickwork out. Generally what happens is they kill them off and just replace your brick then, didn't they? Hey. So, it should be a brick base. All these bases are like a mosaic of bricks. Still, they'll clear it out. Only taken over 3 months so far. Anyway, this takes us to Warbridge, they call this. And then stop off the Stroud town. Come in from the valley, Chocolate Valley. Either go straight off to Lechlade or they come back to Gloucester and drop a load of stuff off at Stroud. Now that's roads crossing over. Put a bit here. Another bird table and the spiders as well. So what's that? Don't know. Anyway, pause, have a read. March on. We'll go as far as the basin, they call it. Never see any boats on this stretch. Obviously that's blocked now for the time being, but still available. There's another little feed spot. Only a few bits go here though. Insects and bread. Anyway, let's have a look. I might go into town and get coffee. On my circuit. I'll go into town here, I think. Yeah, let's go and get a coffee in town. Oh, this bridge. Give it a bit of depth for the canal and a bit of height obviously on the bridge, but not too much. Look at all these spiders that come here. Let this bloke go by and I'll show you the spiders. If you can see them. Look. All the way where the lights are, they tend to nest. Hundreds of buggers. You want to get tangled up in that, even though they don't hurt you. It's still a bloody nightmare, isn't it? Hundreds where the lights are, look, attracted by the flies. They all know where to go, don't they? Hey, look at them. When I've seen the spider's nest before now, and the eggs and the babbies, they got like, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 tiny babbies everywhere. Still one clutch. This is what you get left over. I'm surprised there's not more birds coming here and take them. But still, there you go, lottery funded. Yeah. Yeah, look, this is where the dumping ground. All the boats. I said this used to be a big area, clear. Sometimes you have like 20 boats queued up, waiting. Just come off the final lock there to get to this low bit. What's that? Got the lovely fish in there maybe. Got a lot of babby fry in here. Not worth catching there, you'd probably catch them in the net. The structure, how it used to be. Somebody's vandalised it, buggers. The old roads. Yeah, Princess Anne, bless her. Let's walk through this bit. One I haven't been through for years. What's that? Gas main. Proper main, that is. Probably feeds a few houses. This is all original, see, here. That's what they used to slide something down there in the wall. That had been used to slide next door. That's the lock keepers, probably his house one time. And then a hotel. Funny enough, the hotel's called the Bell. Anyway, we did that trip another day. It's the old train viaduct. And went across there, going off that way, the train. Yeah, time for coffee. Stroud Water Canal offices. Just where I was, a Wallbridge and Stroud dumping ground, where they got their office.